All right. Hello, beloveds. I apologize for my tardiness. It's been a very interesting past 2 days, and I have been trying to um I've been trying to maintain my mental wellness. Been trying to maintain my mental wellness. And I'm actually pretty exhausted. I'm actually pretty exhausted because yeah, Mr. Hoodoo had to leave the house at 3 a.m. to catch his 5 o'clock flight to Houston today, last minute for work because he has to pop up and figure out why the subordinates are fucking up in Houston. So, I'm tired. My brain is jumbled. Um my brain is jumbled, so I am physically and mentally exhausted, but we are here together, my beloveds. So we are here together. So let me say hi to you all. I literally just got off the phone with Babe. He's exhausted as well. But it's gonna be okay because we have some sweet, sweet, sweet vacation coming next month. So um we have some sweet vacation coming next month, and I can't wait. But let me say hello to everyone. This is Empress. Hey girl, how are you? How's KK, Sleepy B, G Dub? Yes, I love how y'all are saying hello to everyone. Natasha Boo. Hey Boo. Hey Kev. hmm Yeah. Like I said, I know. Like I said, it's a lot going on. There's always something going on with my life. Yeah, I really had some emergency foolishness happen um over the past couple of days. So, when you're dealing with things that come out of nowhere, I'm blaming Uranus, but this is just me. I'm blaming Uranus and I'm blaming them heathens in Chicago. Not all of Chicago is heathens, but there are definitely some heathens in Chicago. So yeah, y'all, I'm here. Yes, hey, C, hey, growing process. Yes, vacation. It's gonna be so good. It's going to be so good. So, it will be our first time in the DR, Dominican Republic. Yeah, we bought those sweet, sweet vacation tickets today. So vacation tickets are booked. Vacation tickets are booked. And our ancestors said, I don't know what the ancestors whispered to you, but the ancestors told us, make sure you're on vacation during Juneteenth, okay? Make sure you are on vacation during Juneteenth, the week of Juneteenth, and baby, we're gonna be gone. So it's gonna be very, 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 very lovely. Very, very lovely. I'm looking up a resort to book. Um, or a couple of resorts for us to book. So because we are tired, y'all. We are tired. We tired. We tired. Hey, sexy Arian. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I did not reach out to you, but I literally had a family emergency. But I'm gonna get with you. I'm gonna get with you, girl. I'm gonna get with you. I did not forget about you. Like I said, it was just yeah, when you get a phone call and you're just like, "What?" Yeah, stuff like that. So, my brain is tired. I'm tired. I'm spiritually tired. Okay, girl, you said you're going to the DR in November. Okay, girl. Yes, 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 darling. We are going. Yeah, we're going to be good. We're going to be good. We're going to be good, but I appreciate you wanting us to be safe. So, I'm going to make sure I do like all of the protections and things like that before we go to this resort, whichever one I pick. But I really, really appreciate that, y'all. I really, really appreciate that, y'all. Yeah, girl, it was yeah. Bad. Hi, one. Hey, girl, how you doing? Yes, and I just want to say I see you all signing up for Magic Level 1. I'm so happy that you all are signing up for Magic Level 1. We're going to get into it. I got to start putting together the actual curriculum agenda for the day. But yeah, we're gonna get into it. So I hope y'all have y'all little writing pens and y'all notebooks together because it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot. Um, and I just have to sit and organize things. No, 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 no. It wasn't too early. It wasn't too early. Like I said, it was just things happening. Yeah, thank you so much, girl. Like, listen, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine. The one thing about me is that I am very, very adaptable. I can adapt to a lot of different things. But there are some things that you are affected by because it's an extension of your life. So family is an extension of my life. And sometimes family things just do what family things do. Listen, D-Dub, don't be out here don't be out here don't do that. Don't do that. Sexy RN, don't you do that too. So both of y'all about to be sent to the corner. Y'all about to be sent to the corner to the wall because y'all not gonna y'all not gonna do that to me. Talking about was it too early? At least sexy RN no. Like I do not uh that I am not a morning person. I am not. This is why none of y'all have never had a morning what from me. Because I don't do mornings. I wasn't even born until like late afternoon. So I don't even know what a morning is. Late afternoon is morning for me. I don't do early mornings. I don't. So I don't do we'll do early mornings for vacation. But other than that, I'm not doing an early morning. Like you have to pay me for that. And even then, probably not. Um, yeah, I don't do that. Morning. We gonna hop up in the morning and no, I don't do that. Hell, even on vacation, we don't go get breakfast until like 10:30. We'll be like, is breakfast still even open? It's 10:30. It's 11. We'd be like, yeah, let's go get some bacon real quick before they close. Before they close the breakfast restaurant. Baby, I don't do mornings. I do not. I refuse. Hey, boo. Hey, boo. Yeah, I'm a night owl as well. I'm a night owl as well. And part of my problem is I was up last night to like 1 a.m. when I had to force myself to go to bed because I knew his alarm clock was going to um start ringing at about 2:30. So I kind of did it to myself. Um I did it to myself. But yeah, so I'm legit tired and like my eyes are irritating me. I'm about to go take my contacts out and put my glasses on because those of you who are contact lens wearers, you know that when you get tired, your contacts, they just start doing weird things in your eyes and you need to handle that. So I'm probably about like in a few minutes, probably gonna get up and go take my contacts out because this is just I'm tired. But anywho, yes, I know all you did was laugh, but like I said, don't get sexy RN started. Do not get her ass started. Okay, don't get her started. Don't get her started. Yeah, I'm not. I'm definitely. I'm never a morning person. And I used to hate when I have to be at work at 7 o'clock in the morning. If you live in the Atlanta area, you know that traffic be trafficking. So I had to leave home at 5:30 in the morning just to get to work at 7 o'clock. So yes, as soon as I was able to work remote, I said bye. So yeah, it's pretty amazing when you get up at just a few minutes before work starts. You roll out the bed at like 6:58 and then just turn on the laptop and then you start. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't do mornings very well. I'm not a morning person unless it's, I will morning for a vacation. Um yeah, 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 yeah. So, and let me just say that there is insurance because that type of package does come with insurance. Um so we'll probably have to file a claim. We'll probably have to file a claim because yeah, it does come with insurance. So we're going to have to file a claim. Um where we're going to have to try to file try to file a claim. So yeah, because I don't the USPS is both good and both bad, and they're making sure that the USPS is bad so they can eventually privatize it, right? But yeah, so yeah, y'all. Anywho, how have you all been since like last weekend? How have you all been? Because one of the biggest astrological events of the year occurred the same day of the alleged uh White House Correspondents' Dinner event occurring at the same time that event was happening. And ever since that day, things have been real interesting. Real interesting. So how have y'all been since last weekend? Not you had a week of questioning my life. I'm not laughing at you, but when I say I understand, baby, I understand. I understand. I understand. You said you feel out of whack. Uh-huh. Natasha says the moon has got me focused, but time seems to be moving twice as fast. Yes, it's amazing that it's May 2nd already. May 2nd already. So, yeah, ever since Mars like entered Aries, like things have been picking up, it has been moving, right? Things have been moving. But yeah, Uranus went into Gemini for the fully first time. Now, I mean, Uranus did dip into Gemini last year and then reversed back into Taurus, but Uranus finally went into Gemini for good last Saturday. Last Saturday. So this is our planet of things that come out of nowhere, things that are shocking, things that are earth-shattering and shaking. This is also Uranus does the surprise energies of rebellion, and then in Gemini. So, we're seeing some things, Spirit Airlines is done. Spirit Airlines is done. Um, Spirit Airlines is over. So remember, Gemini is our sign that's ruled by Mercury. Mercury kind of covers transportation. So the fact that JetBlue is like done, like right after Uranus went into Gemini, is quite interesting. It's quite interesting. And then I saw something maybe about 20 minutes ago that said JetBlue might be next. So these are shakeups to how this is shakeups to air travel. Shakeups to air travel. So, it's going to be very interesting. Okay. So Growing Process said, I cut off all my head like Mr. Clean to realize how much time I have been putting on my scalp from quick waves. Yeah. How much trauma from yeah, yeah, yeah. And people are still stuck at airports. Yeah, Uranus being the planet of shaking things up, it could be good, it could be bad. Okay. The same day when Uranus went into Gemini last Saturday, okay, Mr. Hoodoo was on the phone with Amazon cussing them out for charging us for a peacock. Like some surprise that came out of nowhere. So he was on the phone with them, cussing them out about charging us for peacock. And he was like, y'all better run my money. So yeah, I think things absolutely happen. Okay. You said my discernment era. Okay. Okay. Yeah, thousands of jobs lost. That's why I told you all. What has Q been saying for the past couple of years? Get your resources together and get what you need. I was on Amazon earlier today. I was like, let me go reorder some vitamins. So let me reorder vitamins. The vitamins that I bought for $7. It was a bottle of like vitamin C that I bought for $7 in December. of 2025. I looked at it today and it was $15 for the same exact bottle. And you know what Q said? Q said, the fuck I look like? No. So I went and found something comparable for a price I was okay with. But I said that to say, like, make sure you have your resources, things that you need, because the Iran foolishness, we have the blockades, the all this stuff. Things are going to start. There's a possibility for things to start becoming scarce. When things are scarce, the price skyrockets. I said to myself, self, make sure you go on and order you some contact lenses for the year before things get too crazy. So Q went and ordered her contacts for the year, to make sure I had contacts, the contacts that I need to see for the year. Okay, we have all of our toiletries. Okay, because it's about to get a little dicey. It's about to get a little dicey. And listen, some people don't want to hear it, but the fact of the matter is that we can't be oblivious to what's going on in the world around us. So, 17,000 jobs lost. Same thing. Remember, what was that? Oracle? Oracle laid off what, 30,000 people with an email? They just sent people an email like, good luck. People went into work, didn't know that they were fired, and were fired. We are in the R word. This is a recession that may be turning into a depression. And them quote unquote financial people don't want to say it. But we are looking at the world around us for what it is. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. 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 Right. Yeah. Yeah. And then the way that gas prices are. Listen, I live in California. So I think I had saw some $6 gas. I forgot where it was, but listen, I live in California. Gas is already high out here anyway. Uh-huh. Thankfully, I don't really drive around that much. The last time I drove my car on Monday. Yeah, I drove my car Monday, and that was literally for like 10 minutes to take Mr. Hoodoo to go pick up his truck from the mechanic. And that was it. I haven't driven my car since then. I'm not driving my car again until, well, maybe tomorrow. I might have to run to Target tomorrow. But um I don't really drive my car. I'm not driving my car until the week of May 15th. So I don't really drive my car. So whenever I get gas, my gas just literally lasts me. I don't drive my car. So yeah, yeah. So when we say, things are happening, or when I say things are happening, yeah. And listen, we are on what, day 5, day 7 of Uranus being in Gemini. So Uranus is in Gemini at what, 0 degrees? So that's, very, very impactful. We have 7 years of this. We are just getting started with the Uranus and Gemini story. So I've been seeing all types of things. I saw something what did I see today? Let me see, because I screenshot it earlier today. I was just like, this is interesting. Because y'all know I'll be nosy out here in these internet streets. Let me go to my photos. Photos. What did I see today? I saw, nope. Oh, did you all see that Ask Jeeves? What's going on with Ask Jeeves? AskJeeves.com. 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 Mm-hmm. Ask Jeeves. Let me see. Ask Jeeves. Let me just do a quick look. Let me see. Ask Jeeves. Yeah. AskJeeves.com. Yeah. Ask.com, originally known as Ask Jeeves, officially closed on May 1st, 2026. So AskJeeves.com is gone. We got the Spirit Airline stuff. This is transportation, communication, um, education in the form of learning, mental things. This is Uranus. Uranus in Gemini is tearing shit up already. Already. D-Dub says, I've been told that Spirit staff is having to pay for their own flights back to their homes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Ask Jeeves was around until yesterday. May 1st, 2026. That was the end of Ask Jeeves. Gone. Mm-hmm. But this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is make sure we are paying attention. What did I tell you all? Remember when we did the Great Reset reading in 2022? Remember we did the Great Reset reading? Okay. We did the reading on the Great Reset. And part of that reading said, okay, what's going to happen with information? What's going to happen with information, with knowledge, with learning? Access to information is going to be imperative. Okay. Access to information is going to be imperative. So if you see something important, you better be printing it out, taking a screenshot, because things are going to be changing. Okay. Spirit just went out of business. Over. Done. I saw something a little while ago that said JetBlue is next. Ask Jeeves is gone. The Wayback Machine for the internet. They are no longer propagating things to the Wayback Machine so that things are saved and verified, or so that the Internet Archive is no longer. That's over and done with too. I need for you all to make sure that you are paying attention to things that are happening. Okay. The Internet Archive, that's over and done with. So make sure you are screenshotting things, printing things out, saving things, making videos when you access things. But Q was right. I told you all 4 years ago, or almost 4 years ago. Mm-hmm. He says Smoky Bones Barbecue closed their chains across the country last Monday. Yeah. So understand, I want you all to understand things as it pertains to resources, information, resources and information. You know what's funny? What's funny is I was on Amazon, right? I was on Amazon. And, you know, I always look for great deals. So I'm buying like all these astrology books, right? So now, yes, I carry things around on my Kindle, but now I am making sure that I'm buying actual books. I mean, a lot of my spiritual books that I have on my Kindle, I have the physical books. I have the physical books. But I am making sure that I am buying physical books. Physical books. Uh-huh. Physical books. Same thing when I got my little nephew last, in September, got my little nephew a PlayStation for his birthday. I made sure I got him the one with the disc drive so that he can physically play the game. Okay. Q also has her PlayStation 3 and her PlayStation 4. And we have DVDs. So I'm about to start buying DVDs again of our recent favorite movies, so I can have physical media. Okay. Because I feel like the pendulum for technology is about to swing the other way, and people are going to start going back to physical media. But if you physically own the thing, you own it. So make sure you all are paying attention to things. Make sure you all are paying attention to things. Mm-hmm. It has started. The reset has absolutely started. Okay, absolutely started. Yes. Physical documents, physical copies, physical media, physical books. Make sure y'all have you a DVD player that can play, because watch, mark my words. Yeah, mark my words. Mark my words. Like I said, I've already proven it, but mark my words. And you know what's funny is when I was on Amazon, I was looking for this book on horror astrology, right? I was looking for this book. I have the book saved in my eBay account, and then I was looking on Amazon to see like who had the better price. On eBay, that book, like here's the funny thing. Last week when I was looking at the book on Amazon, it was one price. It was maybe like 20 bucks. I was like, okay, well, I'll eventually buy it on Amazon. In eBay, it was like 50 bucks. Today, I went back to Amazon. I said, okay, well, let me just go buy the book. And now the physical book on Amazon is like $50. But it's not the original book from 2002. It's like some second edition. I don't want the second edition. I want the original book from the author. So they changed it in Amazon, the version that I could buy. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to even buy this from Amazon. I'm just going to buy it from the bookseller on eBay. If that means I have to pay a few dollars more, at least I'm supporting, like a smaller business or a mom and pop business. Yeah, but yeah, they changed the version of the book that I could buy on Amazon. So I'm looking at all of this shit in real time. So make sure y'all are buying the books. The actual, I'm telling y'all. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Analytical One, hey bro. Analytical One says lots of corporations are about to find out they are not essential and people don't need them. Yeah, this is going to be a self-fulfilling circle, depression, because the United States is a consumer slash service country. We don't make anything anymore. We import everything. Well, not everything, but we import a large amount, right? So if people don't have money to support these businesses, then the businesses, they can't eat, they can't turn around and support whatever else. Yeah, this is about to be a problem. He said, I've been seeing it a lot too. I don't want the second edition. Yeah. Yeah. So, understand the change that's going on. Understand the change that's going on. Like I said, I was on Amazon earlier today. I was like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and get the rest of the vitamins that we're going to need for the rest of the year, because they're not about to play in my face. So I got the rest of our vitamins that's going to last us, like kind of take us into January next year, because you're not about to play in my face. Not about to play in my face. So I got what we needed. Like I said, I bought a year's worth of contact lenses this past week. Um, all of the things, all of the things, because not about to play in our face. So I don't even know what stuff looks like at the grocery store, but eventually we're gonna have to get some things from the grocery store. I mean, you can't freeze eggs, so you have to go get those things. But everything that can be frozen, oh, you better believe we got all the things that can be frozen and put them in the freezer and deep freezer. So make sure you all have the resources that you and your family needs. That way, you will, live to fight another day. So get on y'all resources. I told you all to find ways to make money and extra money that's not illegal and that it doesn't hurt people. Now, if that means you got to sell some oranges on the side of the road, if that means you got to sell some feet picks, if that means you got to take your forearm and your upper arm and put a thong in between it and make it look like it's a booty and sell that picture to some loser, then do that too. Okay? I'm not here to judge anybody, but get what you need because things are getting absolutely strange, and make sure you have some cash. Some cash because it'll be just our luck. You go to the damn store and the point of sale system is down. What you gonna do? Make sure you have you some cash at home. I can't tell you how much to have, but always have options. Always have options. Always have some options. Okay. Have you some options. Don't laugh, Kevin. I'm serious because I'm serious. I'm dead serious. Natasha said, take your pole lessons and have your feet cute. Listen, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Figure it out. Figure out a way to make some money. Figure out a way to make some money so you can have some stashed and saved, and just in case. And carry some in your wallet just in case. He said, I need a site that wants ugly feet. You know what? Go to the wall. Go. I told y'all don't start. Go to the wall. I don't know. I don't know where they sell the feet pics at. I don't know. Um, I don't know, but do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. There's a kink for everyone. Do what you gotta do. Okay. Do what you gotta do. Y'all think I'm playing. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. Mm-hmm. I'm dead serious. And this yeah, all these things are interconnected because globalism is globalism. We are an interconnected global society. Okay, we are not shut off from the world. We are not shut off from the world. So, just understand, get your car fixed if you can before these car parts stop coming in or can't be found. Okay? Get your cars fixed if you can. And do what just do what you gotta do. We really are. Kevin says we're really in a serious awakening here right now. We really are. And there are some people that are about to unfortunately find out. This is why I say build community. Build community because you never know how you and your neighbor can assist each other, or people that care about or whatever. But yeah, it's about to listen. I speak realistically. I'm not here to fearmonger, but I'm just letting y'all know. Like, I'm just letting y'all know we have some you know very interesting astrological energy, and it's going to play out varying degrees for probably all of us. So I'm just being honest. Okay, let me go because I'm laying in the bed right now. Let me go take my contacts out and put my glasses on. I will be right back. I'll be right back, y'all. So let me just, because my eyes are irritated right now. Be right back. All right. Now I look like a librarian. All right. Now I'm a cute librarian with my glasses on. Okay, I'm the cute librarian. Cute librarian with my glasses on. That's so much better. Oh, I can see better now. When contact lenses start rolling around in your eye and they're not sitting where they need to sit. All right. Now I can see. Analytical one says, I think people will be fearful first, and then their sense of practicality will kick in. It's possible. Kevin says, them contacts ain't no joke when they stay in your eyes for too long. Yeah. Like I'm tired. So whenever I'm tired, it just kind of dries my eyes out. So, and I didn't even put mine in until like, I mean, 9:30 this morning. So I wasn't even, yeah, 9:30, 10 this morning, but I'm tired. So my eyes just can't take it right now. Yes. Kevin makes a good point here. Americans are spoiled. We are absolutely spoiled because we're used to things just being readily available. If it's not readily available, I mean, like, if it's not 2 day shipping from Amazon, a lot of people don't want it. Like we've gotten to the point where we expect instant gratification with so many things and across different sectors that we can't even like be patient for some things. So I say that to say, um, it just might get very interesting. We are absolutely spoiled and absolutely entitled. Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely, we are spoiled and entitled. So, yeah, like I said, I don't know what it's looked like at the grocery stores or what's on the shelves or what's not. But yeah. Q said get your resources together and do what you gotta do to get your resources together. That's what Q said, and I still stand by that. I still stand by that. Thank God. Okay, and I'm gonna say this, and when I say this, I'm saying it from the sense of not being out here and potentially having to struggle. If nobody got pregnant this year, ladies, make sure you don't get pregnant. I can't imagine how some households with children are faring or with multiple children or like 3 children, 4 children, and children they grow like weeds, they have to eat. I can't imagine. I cannot imagine. So those of you who are parents who are holding it down, you have much respect for me because I can't imagine in the financial sense of what's going on right now. I can't even imagine it. So kudos to you. You found a way, but yeah, yeah. So y'all are doing it. Y'all are doing it. Y'all are doing. You said KK is a foodie. Listen, listen. I'm a foodie too. Real travel for food. I can't wait to get this food next week. Cause y'all know I'm out of here on Monday. I'm on a flight. Y'all know I'm always gone. I'm on a flight on Monday. Um, on a flight with Mr. Hoodoo on Monday. But I say that to say, like, listen, food ain't cheap out here either. Food ain't cheap out here either. So just make sure y'all are taking care of each other. Please make sure that you're taking care of each other. Um, because there are many things going on. Many things going on. Um, many things going on. Many things going on. Many things going on. So, what was I saying? What was I saying? Y'all, I'm exhausted. D Dub says, Q, I thought about you when I noticed that Cinco de Mayo is also Taco Tuesday. Yes, praise God. Praise God. Mm-hmm. Cinco de Mayo is also my father's birthday. And this year it will be 4 years since he passed away. And my dad liked to pretend like he didn't like tacos until I had brought him some steak tacos. He was sitting there silently tearing them tacos up. So I will absolutely have tacos on Tuesday. Cinco de Mayo falls on Taco Tuesday this year. Yes, yes, tacos. So we'll probably be on some taco adventure on Tuesday looking for tacos. But yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 y'all. Yeah, what did I wanted to it was something that I wanted to share with you all. And let me try to remember what that was because um oh, oh. I'm trying to think. Where was the Yeah, we are living into so the energy right now is, and I'm just gonna randomly talk. So you can like cook or whatever in the background. So the energy that we are living through right now is very similar to like 1978, 1979. We had quote unquote the oil crisis, and part of that was these conjunctions that we've had. Yes, make sure you share tacos with people that you love. Yes. Kevin says, "Are you sure you're not tired enough to share with us?" Yeah, I'm good, Kevin. I'm good. I'm good. Once I like get into bed this evening, I'll be fine. But yeah, I was up today and talking to my mom and just doing things around the house and all like that. So I'm good. I'm tired, but it's not like I have to drive or anything like that. So yeah, I'm good, Kevin. I appreciate you asking. Yeah, I'm gonna sleep good tonight. I'm probably gonna sleep a good 10 hours tonight when I get back to sleep. And then yeah, I'll be good. So if I sound a little off, it's because I'm tired. But but I promise you I am good. Just a little tired, so my brain is just a little bit slower with the neurons firing. Um yeah. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah. Like I said, I'm getting all my books together. But yeah, we are in this cyclical energy. We are absolutely in this cyclical energy, and it's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting because it's pulling this energy back from, because all this stuff is cycles. So the cycles are gonna cycle, they're gonna repeat, even though they may look different. The energy and the essence of them will be the same. But yeah, we're very into some 1979 uh oil shortage, affliction energy. So just everybody, just everybody just make sure that you do what you can. I don't know how much driving you all have to do, but make sure you just do what you can. Just do what you can. Let me see. What did I want to share with you all? Because we had a lot going on this past month. And a lot going on this past month. So I'm also trying to look into to see if there's anything specific about Spirit Airlines, because Spirit Airlines they're gone, they over with, they done. So I'm trying to look and see if there's anything interesting with that. So I have to go back through history and see what other airlines have um ended their services or were absorbed by another airline. Um so I can kind of look at these charts because there are a lot of things changing. A lot of things changing. So I think that I made a preliminary chart for Spirit Airlines last night, and what I saw was Spirit Airlines had the sun, Mercury, and Venus all in Gemini. I don't know what house, but had them all in Gemini. So it's just like, okay, the sign of transportation and, you know, the sign of transportation got the planet of transportation in there. So I think I have to go back and look. When you're looking at these charts, it's not just like 2 minutes to look at a chart. You really have to like go back like through and examine other charts in relation to the chart that you're looking at. Then you got to pull up like historical documents and stuff like that to see like what the trends are, what are the things that um are standing out. So, but it's gonna be very interesting. So I'm gonna compare that. I gotta look at JetBlue because they said JetBlue was next. So I have to look at JetBlue, whatever founding chart JetBlue has. I have to look for that. Um, I have to look for that. Now, oh, where is Isis here? I don't know. Is Isis here? Um, because Isis was asking me about so one of the books that I got recently that I ordered was it's called The Book of World Horoscopes. It's an astrology, mundane astrology book. And I know Isis had wanted me to, she had asked me this maybe a couple years ago. She wanted me to look into the Vatican. So hopefully I'll be able to find the Vatican in here. Um Hopefully I'll be able to find the Vatican in here as a what the hell is that? Oh, a text message. Sorry, coming across my screen. Okay, sorry, that was Nyla. Um yeah, I have to look and see if the Vatican is in here. If not, I have to buy this other book because why I don't necessarily have to reinvent the wheel and go searching through archives and history if someone else has done it. So I'm thumbing through this book now. It's called The Book of World Horoscopes. And I have to find the Vatican in here. And I say that to say that um I say that to say that we don't really know, or I don't really know when the Vatican was established, founded, but there is something in here for Vatican City. There is something in here for Vatican. Um, because yeah, and they have a few charts in here. No, they have one chart for Vatican, and they have two charts for Venezuela, right? And then I'm gonna have to look at I'm gonna eventually have to look at those too. But I say that to say is now that I have something that I can work with, um, I'm going to see if there's anything interesting to look at as far as the Vatican goes. Because yeah, I got this book of world horoscopes, the city, states, countries, yeah, and the historical, yeah, baby. Because when I need to look up a chart, a birth chart for a country, yeah, yeah, I need that. I need that. So we can have a proper chart. So yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Okay, so Sexy RN says my mom said gas isn't lasting her at all. Yes, they have upped the ethanol level in the gas. They've upped the ethanol level in the gas, so it's not burning, it's burning out faster. Yes, Kevin says, economy speaking, yes, but this voting rights situation is giving something else. Absolutely. It's possible, TWA. Yeah, company mergers, absolutely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, like I said, I have the Book of World Horoscopes. Yeah, ISIS isn't here, but I absolutely have the Vatican here. And I was just like, mm-hmm. Because there's a bunch of very, very interesting. Very, very interesting when it comes to the Vatican. I notice how the Vatican be real quiet on things. Listen, they from what I'm here, they're putting more into it. Um, the blends in there, and it's not lasting the way that it's supposed to last. So like I said, I just make sure y'all are doing what you can to take care of each other. To take care of each other. Yeah, sorry. Replying to Nyla real quick. Yeah, yeah, the diesel. Yeah, listen, they're doing something to all of it. They're doing something to all of it. Something I was about to say. So what I was about to say was, what was I about to say? What was I about to say? I forgot what I was about to say. Oh, the warehouses. The warehouses. The warehouses. Um, the warehouses. So I'm seeing that it's a lot of warehouse fires and they're not being reported on. Yeah, interesting. Interesting. Warehouse fires and they're not being reported on by the mainstream, but I found a website last night that supposedly is giving out what warehouses and whatnot are going up in flames or being burned down or having issues. Because they don't want a whole full Luigi energy outpouring. But yeah, so that's interesting. Now I was thinking about the first warehouse, excuse me, the major one, the Kimberly Clark one. Yeah, that was absolutely astrologically relevant. That was absolutely astrologically relevant. So listen, I'm just here for um whatever the spirit of revolution is gonna be. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I am here for it. I am here for it. Okay. I don't know if you all have you all been paying attention to the conversation about, now I'm not saying it is true, the conversation about Donald Trump maybe being the disclosure UFO aliens disclosure president. And the reason that I mentioned that is because Roswell, when the Roswell, whatever happened at Roswell, when that happened, I think Uranus was in Gemini as well. So, very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. So, whatever that means to you. Uh-huh. Yeah, unreported warehouse fires. Let's pull that up and look because we're nosy, right? So we're gonna pull it up and we're gonna look because, like I said, I find so many things on the internet that are like I email myself stuff all the time, so I don't lose things. So done. Let me go in here. Yeah, what is this? U.S. Fire Tracker. Yeah, let's go there. U.S. Fire Tracker. Okay, see. See, no, I need this. Live warehouse. Okay, warehouse fire dot watch. See, warehouse fire dot watch. Okay. Let's yeah. hmm Kevin says, I know about him possibly wearing a diaper these days, but not him being an alien. Kevin, go to the wall. Go to the wall, Kevin. Go to the wall. I didn't think I would have to send you there. But go ahead and go to the wall. Kevin talk about his diaper. Go to the wall. Okay, let me share this screen. I never think I would have to send Kevin to the wall. But, sometimes you got to send people to the wall. So remember we talked about information gathering, right? Information gathering, what information is being shown, reported, right? Information gathering. So yeah, here it is right here. Let me make it bigger so we all can see. Oh yeah. Okay. So US Warehouse Fire Tracker. This is warehousefire.watch if you want to pull it up yourself. Okay, this is an interactive state map. Fires tracked 98. 98. So yeah. So this one was yesterday, Westboro, Massachusetts, Marion, Illinois, and it tells you commercial buildings, commercial Jefferson. Okay, but we can go back to the Ontario one. Ontario, California, the Kimberly-Clark fire. We can go back there because 427. Yeah, see, they all over here. They all out here. They're not being reported for anyone that still pays attention to mainstream or legacy media. They are not being reported. They're not being reported. Okay. Okay, let me check the date of the warehouse fire. I think I put it in my chart as the Kimberly-Clark fire. Yep. Okay, so that was April 7th. So let me do that. April 7th. April 7th. Okay. Ontario, California. Yeah. So, yeah. So that's there. They have it there. So there were some things going on here. Police seeking suspect of vacant warehouse arson 4 days before the Kimberly-Clark fire. But yeah, Ontario, California. Absolute arson because the man said, "What? You should have paid us enough to live." If you live in California, okay, $20 an hour is doing nothing. That's not going to do anything. That's not doing nothing. Okay, nothing. Nothing. Okay, you need more money. You need more money. Okay. So don't be out here. But yeah. So let me do this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Okay. Okay, I can't listen right now, my love, but I will listen to it. Yeah. Kevin said, I've been to the wall a few times. I can handle it. Not CS talking about free Kev. Not y'all talking about free Kev. Hey, positive queen on purpose. And he at the wall with D-Dub. Free D-Dub. I hope y'all giving each other snacks at the wall. Somebody bring the snacks to the wall. Somebody bring chairs. Somebody bring, beverages to the wall. Make sure the wall is nice and comfortable. Okay, make sure y'all take care of each other at the wall. But yeah, so Sweet Ace's silhouette. So yeah, there are plenty of these fires happening, but they're just not being tracked because people don't want the resistance energy to become very loud, right? But yeah, absolutely. They're absolutely having a bunch of these warehouse fires. Absolutely. Now, let me remove this. Let me remove it. Stop screen. Okay, y'all got fruit at the wall. Okay, y'all got fruit at the wall. Y'all got fruit at the wall. Yeah, let me pull this in. Now let's hopefully this acts right today because it was not acting right last time. Okay, so StreamYard is still not allowing me to pull this up. So you know what I'm gonna have to do? I'm gonna have to take a screenshot of the chart and bring it in. The Kimberly Clark warehouse fire. Let me just go on in because this is a mess. Application screenshot. No. That's it. Screenshot. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring this in so y'all can see. Because StreamYard is StreamYarding. But StreamYard be having the nerve to say we got some new features. New features today. Okay, but I need to be able to share what I want to share. Okay, new features is cool and all, but stop playing in my face as it comes to, you know what I'm saying? Let me bring this in. Background. I guess I can bring it in as a background real quick. Background. Because I really want you all to see. No. Let's see, create back. No, I don't want to generate a background. I just want to bring one in. Okay, more. Add file. Let me bring this in for y'all real quick. Photos on my computer. Okay. Kimberly Clark warehouse fire. Okay. So let me do this. Oh, damn it. Okay, you can see most of it. So let me just do this. Let me go to comments. Then remove this. Okay, so you can see most of the chart. You can see most of the chart. And let me remove my banner so we can see. Let me see. Okay, you can see most of the chart. So the biggest thing about this, because StreamYard is being stupid, is that the biggest thing is that the sun was in Aries. Okay, so the sun was in Aries. You can see it down here, fifth house. Sun is in Aries. The moon was in Sagittarius. Okay, and the ascendant is in Sagittarius. You can see that. So we have the moon, the ascendant, and the sun in Sagittarius. Fire energy. Fire energy. Okay. Now Saturn is at fall in Aries, Mercury is at fall in Pisces. Okay. So there were a lot of things going on wrong energetically for this man to do what he did, right? So now the sun is exalted in Aries. The sun likes being in Aries. Okay. In the fifth house of creativity and drama. And this was very, very, very dramatic. Dramatic in the sense of this man felt like he had to do what he had to do to get his point across. And people were just like, oh, but he's in jail now. Oh, okay. He knew what he knew what he was doing, and he was willing to pay that cost to get his point across. When you have people out here that, and this is why certain things aren't being reported, Because when you have people who have nothing left to lose, they become dangerous. When there are people who have nothing left to lose, they become dangerous. And this is the energy that quote unquote the powers that be don't want to magnify. Or, because when people have nothing left to lose, okay, when they are people are willing to do harm for a cause that they believe in or something that they believe in or to get a point across to society, these people they're dangerous. They're dangerous. Okay? So the sun is exalted in Aries, 5th house, okay? Mercury was still in fall in Pisces. You can see it there in the 4th house, right? So Mercury was in fall. So communication weren't right. There may have been, he may have been, I don't want to say mentally exhausted, but he may have been mentally exhausted. Um, Maybe he thought it through, maybe he didn't think it through. Okay. And then the moon and Jupiter have mutual reception. So Jupiter is in Cancer, which is the sign that the moon rules. And the moon was in Sagittarius, which is the sign that Jupiter rules. So they have mutual reception. So they're exchanging energy very nicely. Okay, so look at Jupiter. Jupiter was up here in the 8th house. Okay, y'all see it here? Jupiter is up here in the 8th house. Okay. But Jupiter was in a square going on here with the sun. So this man's feelings, he was feeling a way about this. This man was feeling a way about this. And unfortunately for him, the way that he felt that he could do something about it was in contrast to the system, aka the powers that be. Okay. Okay. So, fire. This was a fiery chart. The moon in Sagittarius, um, sun in Aries. Yeah, this was and the ascendant in fire. This was fiery, fiery, fiery. And then notice that we have a concentration of energies across these two houses. Okay, house 4 and house 5. Okay, so we have Mercury, the purple one, then Mars, Neptune, Saturn. Okay, and then we have the sun at 17 degrees. So we have this concentration of power in this bottom half of the chart. Now, Mars was here at 28 degrees, applying to a conjunction with Neptune here, right? And the fourth house is the home of emotions, um, real estate structures, foundations. Okay. Mercury was still in Pisces at the time of the event. So Mercury can't perform the necessary logical functions of making sense out of things. So Mercury has no choice but to conform to the energies that Pisces gives off. Um, and remember, our thoughts become our actions. So, the guy, he was mentally exhausted. He was mentally exhausted and he was tired of shit being the way that it was. Okay. And it was almost like he had I don't want to say a psychotic break, but I feel like he was having an episode. Something that led him to this path of thinking to put him to tell him that this is what he needs to do. Okay. Um I think he thought about I think he knew that one fire wasn't going to be enough and he had to set more than one. Um yeah, Mars, our planet of action, initiation, literally being a spark, applying to that conjunction with Neptune, like I said. Um, so, Neptune is the ruler of Pisces in modern astrology. So this is just reinforcing some of this dramatic, possibly delusional thinking. Um, but Neptune and Aries can also be thought of as the spiritual warrior, divine retribution, divine countenance. I really feel like this man, he had to do it. I really feel like he was, I really feel like he felt like setting the fire in the warehouse was, um, it was divine for him to do, because for him, what's morally right as far as not paying people fair or working conditions, he had to expose it. And the only way that he could really expose it after communications with management failed was this big event. Was this big event. Um in his mind, something had to be done. Something had to be done. Um and I think it was said that he fashioned himself as Luigi Mangione, right? Um, I think that's what I read. I'm not sure, but for him, things had to change. And when words no longer work, you have to go to action. When words no longer work, okay, when carrot no longer works, you have to move to stick. Okay. So I would say it's Q's opinion that these Robin Hood like acts, because yeah, it's toilet paper, it's the warehouse, yeah, he burned down. Listen, a business will write it off. A business will write it off. Okay, this is not some small mom and pop business. This is Kimberly Clark. Okay, they will be fine. They will be fine. So he felt like he had to do it. Okay. So this is some of the energy that was going on. And we can see that Uranus was there. If you look at the sixth house, you can see that Uranus was there. I find it absolutely hilarious that this happened when Uranus was in the sixth house. Uranus was in Taurus at 29 degrees in the sixth house, because it was making a sextile to Mars in there. And he literally like lit this. This literally was like some some sudden shit. And Taurus, home, toilet paper. Like this chart is pretty hilarious, because things are so astrologically relevant in this chart, matching it up with what happened. But yeah, they're not sharing what's going on, so much so that a website had to be created so people can track and see what's going on. Okay. But understand again that when push comes to shove and people have nothing else to lose, they become dangerous. They become dangerous. Hmm. They become dangerous. Yeah. And listen. I mean, like I said, when people have nothing else to lose, if he's barely getting by, if he's barely getting by, now, other people were just like, oh, those people lost their jobs and things like that. And I completely get that. But the spark of revolution sometimes it has to start somewhere. And when you get to the point where you have to put belt to ass, it's already not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty. So I say that to say that with everything going on, just energetically, just make sure you all are taking care of yourselves. And, because like I said, there's a possibility that if things become dire, and I'm just saying if, I'm not saying I know, if things become dire, people will start doing all types of crazy shit. Okay. Um, so you may want to look into personal protection. just in case, just in case. So yeah, that man absolutely um felt like he didn't have any other, that he didn't have anything else to do. He didn't have anything else to lose. I mean, like, what are you gonna do? If they're not paying you more and you're barely hanging on, well, hell, you might as well, you know, um, you might as well do what you have to do. So, yeah, you might as well do what you have to do. It's not, it's not, it's not always pretty. It's not always pretty. And remember that people who revolution has to start somewhere. So as much as people say they want a revolution, they want things to change, I want you all to understand that when it comes to things changing, it won't be pretty. It won't be pretty. So I need for you all to understand that. I need for you all to understand that. So, just something for you all to think about. Just something for you all to think about. Something for you all to think about. So, yeah. Yeah, revolutions cannot start nice. If you have been out here asking and let's talk and let's work it out and people still playing in your face, you know, yeah, yeah. And Kevin is absolutely right. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. So, yeah, y'all. So, there are some I'm also doing some investigation into the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Yeah, that is very there are some very interesting things that are in connection with that. And I don't know, we may need to start doing some like tinfoil hat streams because uh yeah, so there are some interesting things that are um yeah, yeah. Some very interesting things, and I don't know if all of this is just astrological energy or um if this is like psyop or what. Um I don't know, but it's definitely it's definitely very interesting. I don't even know anymore. Okay, let's see what Kevin's talking about. Kevin says, on that January 6th attack, we have not had another one like that since then. I think they were trying to find ways to squelch the possibility of an overthrow if necessary. Absolutely possible. Absolutely. And I think this is what a lot of people forget too, that the Constitution says some things. Constitution absolutely says some things. Oh yeah, absolutely. Natasha says even white people think the correspondence dinner attack was fake. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm listening to them on Twitter. Not right now, but for the past couple days I've been listening to them on Twitter and they're just like, yeah, all this shit is fake. That's what they're saying that so yeah, they're not putting up with it either. They're not putting up with it either. So, and I say that to say like they out here questioning things. They're out here questioning things. So, whatever that means to you. Mm, Yeah, just like that earshot. But I mean, we examined what that earshot ritual allegedly was. It's my opinion that that was a bond servant ritual because it absolutely fits and makes sense. But we'll see if we ever figure it out. Well, hopefully, hopefully, yeah, yeah. So do with that what you will. But there are a bunch of them out here that's questioning all of that, and yes, the whole bond servant ritual allegedly. I believe it. Yeah. Kevin says, yeah, that bond servant thing makes sense. Assassination attempt, though? Nah. I feel that. I feel that.
Bookie
Hold on one
husband.
second. Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on one second. Lord, 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 Lord. This is what happens when you're tired. Why Mr. Hoodoo lock himself out the hotel? It's not funny, but it's funny. So yeah. And Empress, make sure you go to the wall, because not King and Queef. Go right to the wall, Empress. Go right to the wall, because you're not gonna be playing over here talking about some King and Queef. Not Queef. Not Queef. I heard they got fruit over at the wall, so Empress is going on over to the wall and enjoy some fruit and think about why you said Queef. Um, not King and Queef. Uh uh. King and Queef. But yes, I saw they were here too. Yeah, y'all. And of course, I showed you all my new tools. I have a set of dowsing rods. I have not worked with them yet, so I need to spiritually cleanse these dowsing rods. So I'm going to spiritually cleanse them. I'm going to spiritually cleanse them, and then we might try some. I'm going to spiritually cleanse them, and then I'm going to attune them and then we are going to work with them and see what we come up with. Now, you all know tarot has been my tool of divination for so long, but we may have to do some dowsing sessions. And I'm absolutely inspired by the Real Boho Bay on IG. So shout outs to Real Boho Bay. But I tried Pendulum in the past, and me and the Pendulum didn't get along. The Pendulum was lying too much. So, like I said, I have my dowsing rods. I bought them. And we will see what they have to say. So I have to spiritually cleanse them, and then I will attune them to divination, and then we will try them out together. So I don't know how that's going to be, but that will potentially be um an interesting experiment. So I have to try them out myself and like ask some questions that I know are true and false and see what they tell me, because I have to attune them and get to learn what means yes, what means no, what means maybe. So yeah, I got the other tarot deck because I'm feeling really, really inspired. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it will be interesting. It will be interesting. It will be interesting because we may be able to get through some quick yes or no questions and stuff like that. So, but yes, we do need a tinfoil hat session on the White House Correspondents' Dinner, because I'm seeing information that this alleged this alleged dangerous assailant at the White House Correspondents' Dinner has ties to JPL and ties to some of those missing scientists. I'm not sure. I'm just telling you all what I've seen. So I find that very, very interesting. I don't know what the hell is going on, but something is going on. Um, yeah, I love Boho Bay. She's so good. She's so good. Um, she's so good. So yeah, absolutely inspired by her. Um, and I just love all of her tattoos and body art. I am not brave enough to have body art highly visible like that, but I do love it. Like, I love tattoos. I love body art. Um, but yeah, so we got some things to do. What time y'all want to meet tomorrow? See, I need for y'all. So I don't know where y'all be at online. I don't know where y'all be at online. And I say this absolutely with love and compassion. But sometimes y'all need to go to the places that you may not want to go, because there are people asking questions about things. Um, and you see all types of stuff. Like, yeah, you see all types of stuff. So yeah, the missing scientists. You all may have to start going down paths and into genres that you may not normally, in order to see the different theories that people are coming up with. But yeah. Woo wee. Listen. Now, I love Upper Echelon. I'm actually subscribed to his page. Hey, Analytical One, thank you so much for being a member. I appreciate you, boo. Now, I'm glad to know that you all watch, or some of you watch Upper Echelon. I love Upper Echelon's videos. I found him maybe a couple years ago. I love Upper Echelon's videos. I did see his video. I absolutely did. Liberated. Hey, how are you? I haven't seen you in so long. How you doing? Much love, much love, much love, much love, much love. It said that some of them are tied to it said that some of them are tied to the UFO thing. It says some of them are tied to that. It says some of them are tied to energy projects, propulsion, stuff like that. So, we're gonna have to get into the nitty-gritty. We're gonna have to get into the nitty-gritty. And I really need to get my life together because I really want to come stream to you all twice tomorrow. Um, but yeah, it's real interesting. Natasha says, I never thought in a million years I would watch Candace Owens, but she has some good theories on worm food. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. So, the tea out there is hot. Like I said, I stay over on Twitter. I look at a lot of things. I bookmark a lot of things. I find a lot of things, and uh I pay the racists that are there no mind because I'm there sifting through information, right? I'm there sifting through information. Um, so, but yeah, upper echelon has some really good videos about things, and there's so much going on. Um, Let me make sure I say this correctly. I'm seeing conversations about the Smith-Mundt Act. Okay. Smith-Mundt Act. So we see the propaganda and the paid influencers, paid political influencers. I'm seeing conversations about that on Twitter. Just a lot of people just really, really just waking up, recognizing that there is so much going on, so much wrong going on in this country. But yeah, Smith-Mundt Act. Smith-Mundt Act. Go ahead and look into that if you haven't. Yeah, Smith-Mundt Act. So it's a lot going on. Hmm. Yes, it's good to see you, liberated soul. I haven't seen you in a while. Uh, yeah, yeah. So Smith-Mundt Act. Hmm. Yeah. So yeah, 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 yeah. So it's a lot going on out here. A lot going on out here. Uh huh. A lot going on out here that I need people to pay attention to. Pay attention to. Um. Hmm. A lot for people to pay attention to. Hmm. Pivoting to, if you haven't, and just something else for you all to maybe go and watch. If you have Tubi, um, watch Two Face the Gray on Tubi. Um, watch Two Face the Gray on Tubi. Very interesting. Yeah, watch Two Face the Gray on Tubi. Like, all of this stuff is connected if you know which lines to look at. So, like I said, we may need some tinfoil hat. Uh, we may need some tinfoil hat times because yeah, yeah, so much interesting things going on. It says, likewise, it's even if you be giving me a hard time about my vegetarian burgers and whatnot. Okay, so see, I wasn't gonna say nothing, but if you ever give me some mushed up cauliflower with some brown food coloring and tell me it's a burger, fisticuffs will ensue. Okay, fisticuffs will ensue. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. Um, because certain things are oxymorons. Um, yeah, Two Face the Gray. Two Face the Gray. That's what it's called. Um, it's a documentary by Chad Kalick. It's very, very interesting. Remember, I showed you all the the drone Jesus that they had. So when we're talking about like Project Bluebeam and stuff like that, Two Face the Gray on Tubi. I started watching it last night, but I kind of fell asleep, so I'm gonna watch it tonight. Um, Two Face the Gray. hmm Yeah, but like I said, don't you ever liberate it. Now I will take some fried cauliflower because it's delicious. So I really like fried mushrooms too. They're good. I even like fried zucchini. I love fried okra. Okay, black people, right? But you are not gonna mush all of it up and call it a burger and try to pass it off as some meat. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. I don't lie to y'all, so don't lie to me. Give me a choice. Okay, give me a choice. Um, no, that's see y'all. You see what I'm saying, y'all? You see what I'm saying? Cauliflower chicken sandwich. Is the chicken in the room with us? Will the chicken be on the bun with us? Will the chicken be on the bun with the cauliflower? Okay, will the chicken be on the bun with the cauliflower because that's the only way it's gonna be a cauliflower chicken sandwich. Okay, we not see this is the problem. Okay, part of this is the problem. Okay, and let me just say this: I don't have any beef with the teas. I don't have any beef with the teas, but this is part of the problem as to why we got people out here thinking that they something else. Okay, because we've been letting shit slide for too damn long. Okay, cauliflower is a cauliflower. It is not a chicken. Okay. No, it's very wrong. Stop lying. Stop lying. I don't care how you season it up. The molecular and biological structure is not of chicken. Okay, there's no chicken anywhere right there. Okay. Now, if you want to be the channel members, I'm gonna put the Delulu up. I'm gonna put the Delulu up. Now, if you want to be the Lulu yourself, that is your right to be the Lulu. But the vegetable is not mammal flesh. Okay. The vegetable is not mammal flesh, and we're not gonna play them games. Okay. If that's the case, let me give you some Monopoly money and tell you to go buy some groceries with it. Okay. Same thing, right? Let me give you some Monopoly money. Okay. Let me draw pictures of the money and color it in. Okay. And then let me give it to you so you can go pay some bills with it and see what they tell you. It does not taste the same, and stop lying. Yeah, you can season it. You can season it good, but it's not chicken. It's not chicken. Okay. Thank you, sexy RN. Thank you. Because what you not gonna we not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. Not Kevin talk about he want to send me to the wall. Not y'all trying to send me to the wall. Listen. I'll go stand in the corner. I'll go stand in the corner real quick. But what we not gonna do is that. What we not gonna do is that. Um, what we not gonna do is that. Okay, you can season it up real good. It will never be chicken because it wasn't born as a chicken. It did not come into this world as a chicken. Okay, it's biological life, but it wasn't a chicken. Okay, we're not gonna do that. Anyway, liberated. I'm playing just a little bit. I'm playing just a little bit, but I'm for real. Don't give me that talking about his chicken. Yeah, I'll bring my own in. I know if Liberated Soul hosts a cookout at his house and we're invited, Q is going to go get like some Popeyes or something and bring my little 3-piece of Popeyes with me to the cookout. And then I'll just have some of the vegetables from his cookout on the side. Right? I'll bring my own chicken, right? Um I'll do that. Right. So I'll do that. Bring BYOC. Bring your own chicken. Okay. I'll bring some pop, but this chicken right here is gonna be mine. Okay, everybody else, y'all eat the. But don't be looking crazy when you find out that that's some impossible burger or something like that. I'm just gonna stick with the Popeyes. Okay, because we'll be safe with some Popeyes. Okay. I'll bring my own chicken. Um, right. Okay. Yeah, D-Dub, that's right, girl. Some Publix fried chicken. Girl, bring me a Publix chicken tender sub. I'm gonna pay you, girl. I need a Publix chicken tender sub on the Italian 5 grain bread. With mayo, lettuce, tomatoes, onions. Um, I need my oil and vinegar, and then I need my salt, pepper, and oregano. Okay, with a bag of Sweet Heat Lay's chips. Okay, the Sweet Heat Lay's chips. Okay, uh, but I'm going to Tampa in 2 weeks. So I'm going to Tampa in 2 weeks. So I'm gonna get the Publix sandwich myself. But thank you, girl. Or the Mardi Gras wings, or the Yukon Gold wings from Publix. D-Dub. I'll take those too, and we'll have some real chicken. We'll have some real chicken, baby. Ain't gonna be playing my pollo loco. I'll take some of that too. No, pollo tropical. I'll take that too. Oh, see, yeah, but block him. Don't block Liberated Soul, but Liberated, you gonna be blocked. You gonna be blocked over here talking crazy on my line. Right? That's what I'm saying. You got all these vegetables trying to be out here being teased. No, genetically, it's not possible. Thank you, D-Dub. Thank you. Right? We had a Publix chicken tender sandwich. Yes. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna get me a Pepsi, and it's gonna be all good. Okay. But baby, listen, I'm going to Tampa in 2 weeks. Oh, you better believe our asses are gonna be in Publix getting the chicken tender sub from Publix. We sure will. We sure will. Y'all done got me started. Don't have me out here being silly. Don't have me out here being silly because I'm telling you the truth. Okay. We not gonna be out here calling having these vegetables trying to be teased. Okay. We just not gonna do it. We just not gonna do it. Vegetables are great on their own. I like them. Okay. I'm making dinner tomorrow, and Mr. Hoodoo talking about he wants broccoli cauliflower medley. You know, the one that's like broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots. I want Brussels sprouts, but I'm gonna make him what he want. I'll make sure he get the broccoli, cauliflower, um, carrot medley. I'm gonna make sure those are the vegetables that he wants. Absolutely, I will cook those vegetables for him tomorrow. Okay, a little bit of rice. We're gonna have some pork chops, but um, vegetables are great on their own. They are not animals. Okay. Yeah, I love baby cabbages, which is what I call Brussels sprouts. Listen, you take them Brussels sprouts, wash them off, clean them real good, cut them in half, olive oil, and then some Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning, and then kind of like pan saute them so that they crispy. Oh man, some of the best stuff you'll ever have. Why he begging to be plucked? Okay. I ain't got no baby powder. I don't have any baby powder to put some baby powder in my hand before I press the block button. Right. But don't make me order some baby powder on Amazon and get my hand real good so I can block you. Okay. Okay. Don't put that pimp dust on the hand. Oh, you know it's all love. You know it's all love, Liberated. You know it's all love. Kevin says, Q is late here, don't make me hungry. It's all love. I haven't seen Liberated in a while, so I have to tease him just a little bit. Oh, y'all know. Sometimes I just be out here. Sometimes I'm out here just being silly, but y'all know I'm dead serious. Like, don't do that. Don't don't do that. But yeah, I'm be in Tampa in a couple weeks, and I am definitely going to Publix. I am definitely going to Publix and getting my chicken tender sandwich and some Mardi Gras wings. Okay, that'll be perfect for the flight back since it's going to be, it's just a almost 6 hour flight back. So it'd be good for us to get some Publix before we head to the airport when we fly back. But. Oh shit, that's right. We're not flying back. I forgot. I'm going to New York too. So yeah, I won't be home for a little while. Um, but yeah, so chicken is chicken and vegetables are vegetables. I'm talking about you converting people. We don't do that over here. We don't do that conversion therapy over here. Okay. We don't do this conversion over here. Um y'all. Okay, y'all. Um let's get off uh I'm sorry. I like having a good time with y'all. I really do like having a good time with y'all. I love having a good time with y'all. What was I about to say? We have some exciting energy coming later on this month. Everybody just, make sure you're okay. Um, yeah, I know Liberated. I haven't seen you in a while. I know everyone is busy, so it's really good seeing you over here. It's really good, just like you said, chopping it up. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I just been so busy. Um, I've been so busy. I've literally been gone like every other week. So it was LA, then Chicago, and then this upcoming week, I'm going to San Diego. Come back from San Diego, and then the weekend of the 15th, going to Tampa. And then after Tampa, I'm going to New York. And then I'll be home for a little bit until Memorial Day. I'll probably go back to Chicago. And then June is vacation to the DR. So yeah, I got a lot of travel coming up, but I'll be fine. I'll I'll be fine. I'll be fine. A lot of travel coming up, but it'll be good, y'all. It'll be good, y'all. Yeah. So y'all, did you all have anything else y'all wanted to say? Y'all got something y'all want to say? Do y'all want to drop the link and chop it up? Because I know we were talking the other day um about what was going on when we talked about the bond servant ritual. If you all have not seen the video about the bond servant ritual here on this channel, please go back to that and watch that because it was a very interesting stream. It was a very interesting stream when we together as a group learned about the bond servant ritual. So, definitely go back and watch that if you have not, because there are a lot of things moving behind the scenes that we may or may not know about. And I feel like that conversation about the bond servant ritual, I think it was very, very a very good conversation to have in this the day and age that we're in right now. Because what we saw was questionable, right? So, bond servant ritual, if you haven't watched that, go ahead and watch it. But yeah, so yeah. Yeah, I didn't want anything too much with you all this evening. I wanted to come to you all and just chop it up, as Liberated Soul said would say. Chop it up. Um, yeah, yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna try to come back twice tomorrow, probably once earlier in the day and then one later on in the afternoon. We just have to figure out what are we getting into tomorrow? Because this is gonna be for you all tomorrow. So if we have two streams tomorrow, what are our two topics going to be? What are our two topics going to be if we have two streams tomorrow? Do we want to go um do we want to go tinfoil hats? Do we want to go um tinfoil hat? Do we want to do like some tarot reading? Tarot reading, you know, what should we doing? Because I need to come back to y'all stream twice tomorrow. So while I'm in the middle of packing and packing my suitcase as well as um cooking dinner and all like that, while I'm doing all that in between, we can have these streams. Um, Somebody had asked me to look into um what's that guy's name? David, who's accused of killing that girl. Listen, I heard from other spiritual workers that he's a demon. So I'm not gonna even that his energy is demonic. I'm not gonna even deal with that because yeah, yeah. I'm not even dealing with that. I'm not even dealing with that. And listen, I need you guys' opinion. I need you guys' opinion on something. But let me see what y'all are talking about real quick. Not magical dusties. Empress, go to the wall. Go to the wall. Go to the wall. Now, if you got some magical dusties to send me so I can review some magical dusties, then I will do that. But serious topics. Okay, Kevin said tinfoil hat. Okay, Natasha said she's gonna be gone tomorrow, but you're gonna catch a replay. Okay, girl. Okay. CS says tinfoil hats and tarot. I don't listen. Listen. So it's not that I don't listen, I care about all of these people, all of these women, all these children, all these teenage kids that turn up missing and all like that. But part of the problem is that um patriarchy in its grand sense is protected too much. If he was And listen, I'm not saying that the police should not do a thorough investigation, but when we see people who are literal demons out here being released back into society after 15 times being arrested, or the fact that there are people doing all types of this country, this system likes criminals. They like it. They don't care about the harm being done to communities. They are not caring about the femicide. They're not caring that Black women are more likely to die from childbirth because their partners either kill them when they're pregnant or they die from childbirth due to lack of health care. They don't care. So I'm not about to get myself riled up over it. And I have heard from other spiritual workers that his energy is absolutely demonic, and I'm not even going to put myself in it. I've never heard of him before until the girl went missing. Okay, and may her soul rest in peace. May her ancestors tear his ass up. But I never heard of the man before the girl went missing. Before it was like a thing like last year. I never heard of him. I say that to say that a lot of times I'll just say that society doesn't care. And I've heard from other spiritual workers that his energy is just so damn demonic. Like, and I'm just like, ooh, I don't even want to touch that. I don't even want to touch that. Um, so because I need for people to, if people really, really care about these things, I need for everybody to turn in the abusers in their family. Turn in the abusers in their family. The auntie or the uncle that's out here molesting kids. Turn in the motherfucker who was out here beating on people. You know the shit be happening. Do that first. When we start doing that, then we'll be able to better deal with things. Okay, so CS said tinfoil hat and tarot. Uh-huh. Yeah, I've never seen him before. I didn't even know his name, never heard none of his music. Uh yeah, this country, it loves criminals and criminalities. The world does. Like it's absolutely disgusting. Okay, because did you all hear about the website that people were going to learn how to grape their spouses and stuff like that? It was a big thing like 2 weeks ago, 2, 3 weeks ago. I mean, the fact that that French woman, her husband, had other men coming over, graping her because he was drugging her. And none of those other men, the majority of those other men, they're not in jail. Like the world loves criminals and criminality. But until we start um sending these people either to jail or to hell, I can't get energetically in that because it's too many people that protect that shit, especially in their own families. Especially in their own families, right? And we see it all the time. We see it all the time. They're still out here protecting Marcus Houston from immature. He was grooming that girl. They're out here protecting the Dusties instead of standing with people who are, victims of violent crimes and stuff like that. Like this, there's too much, there's too much of a love for degeneracy for me to even get into that. These, all of them. I don't care if it's a woman who's a predator, send her ass to jail too, or send her to hell too. Like it doesn't. All of them go to jail or go to hell. Choose one. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. So it's disgusting. Notice how that disappeared. Notice how that disappeared. So you don't hear the conversation about that anymore. So there's just too much criminality and vileness that is protected. I mean, all the way to the music industry to I was reading earlier today, Diana Ross and her allegedly grooming Michael Jackson. Just because it's a woman doing the grooming, don't mean she ain't supposed to get her ass beat either. She need her ass beat too. But too many people have, and part of it is if you look like historically other countries had like kings and like nobles and monarchies and stuff like that. The United States didn't really have that, but they made sure to have a noble class here in the United States, and it's in the form of celebrities. So people can't stand when it's a celebrity that was accused of something or something like that, accused of being vile and disgusting, because people will protect them because they like their song or they like they like the movies that they do, or that's their favorite sports athlete or whatever. And listen, there are plenty of people out here who are lying on celebrities and lying on people. I'm not talking about them, because if you out here lying on these people and they are losing opportunities because you're lying, Send their ass to jail too. Okay. Send their ass to jail too. But I'm talking about the people who are knowingly disgusting and they're still protected. So, yeah, I was reading it earlier. Yeah, skits and shit. Yeah, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. So we have created this celebrity culture, and remember, I told you, energy flows where attention goes. Okay, because celebs and high profile people, they have a lot of eyes on them. Because there are a lot of people who like them, that's a form of protection. Okay, I told you all this like last year sometime. But um, yeah, if they did something wrong, send their ass to jail or to hell. Dealer's choice. So I'm not going to get into that because there are just too many people who excuse things because it's their favorite rapper or whatever. Remember when I showed y'all Jay-Z in the Do What Thou Wilt sweatshirt? Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. That's magic. Okay. And don't let that man sit there in your face and say he don't know what it is. Okay. Literally have seen um Kim Kardashian. Remember when I covered that? She wanted Marilyn Monroe's hair because she was trying to energy pull Marilyn Monroe's energy. Okay. Trying to elevate herself and stuff like that. You know, but when it's their favorite celebrity, they let things slide, but won't let it slide for you. I'm just tired of it. I'm just tired of it. Hey, Empress. Yeah. I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of it because it's someone that they like. They're fine with it. Because it's someone that they like, they're fine with it. And I'm just like, I thought we were supposed to be about right and wrong. No, it's fine when it's your celebrity. Okay, sure. Okay, who was it? Was it Cardi B who said she was drugging? Who allegedly said she was drugging guys and taking their money? Let a man say that he was drugging women and taking their money. They be out there with pitchforks because it's Cardi B. Oh, it's fine. And I have a problem with all of this shit. If she was knowingly out here being a criminal, drugging people, and stealing from them, that is a crime. You need to go to jail. So as a society, until we as a society end celebrity worship and end the worship of people just because they have a lot of money, we are going to be in a world of trouble as a society. Just because you have money doesn't mean that you're a good person. And this is the problem. This is the problem. And my morals won't let me. Right, exactly. Exactly, Kevin. Absolutely. And it needs to be fair. It needs to be fair. It needs to be fair. But until we do that and start beating ass, when people are out here doing stuff and they're properly prosecuted and sent to jail, until it's more of that, I'm not gonna get into it because I just can't. I just can't. So, anywho, okay, so y'all saying y'all want tinfoil hat and possibly tarot tomorrow. Okay, right. A celebrity and a billionaire, and he's a degenerate. He is a degenerate. Scamming, okay, alleged pedophilia. He was convicted of rape, convicted in the court, a law of rape. So convicted of rape. Terrible person because he was out there cheating on his pregnant wife. So he has no morals. He has no morals. Like, yeah, exactly. Exactly. And this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. So until we, as a people, as a society, decide to put belt to ass for real, I'm not getting into it because I'm not about to get mad and upset and um nothing will be done about it. Yeah, cheated on his wives, bankrupting all of his businesses, alleged slumlord, mixed up in Epstein stuff, 35, 30 plus time convicted felon, convicted of rape. Like this is not a good person. This is not a good person. So why is he elevated? And people will elevate anybody that has some money. And this is part of the capitalistic problem because people defend these people because one day maybe they can have a lot of money too and then get away with stuff. This is why people defend it. So, this is why people defend it and defend these people because they think they're one step closer to being like them. No, baby, you not. You not. You not. So, but anyway, y'all talking about some tinfoil hats or and tarot. Okay. Okay. Tinfoil hat and possibly tarot. Okay. I'll see. I'll see. All right, y'all. So yeah, I have had a good time chatting and chilling with y'all. I have had a good time chatting and chilling with you all. I love y'all very, very much. I'm gonna let y'all go. I know it's late for some of you all. It's still early evening for me here on the West Coast, but I'm gonna let y'all go. I thank you all for being here with me for this chat and chill. We're gonna get ourselves together for tomorrow. We're gonna get ourselves together for tomorrow. Don't come over here with this magical dusties, Empress. I'm gonna send you to the wall. Okay. I'm gonna send you to the wall. But if you have some magical just dusty content, please email it to me. But we're not gonna magical dusty on live stream. Ah, okay. But like I said, Empress, if you got some magical dusty information, send it to me so I can see. But I mean, we've talked about the magical dusty um before, and the people who are literally out here trying to just have sex with people using magic is quite disgusting. Um, but so all right, so we are aiming for these two streams tomorrow. So yeah, that's about it. I love y'all very, very much. Thank you all for coming here, especially those of you who are on the East Coast. I know it's later for you all. I appreciate y'all so, so much. Um, we see what we're gonna get into tomorrow. I love y'all. See y'all around. Bye, babies.